Hey, to our friends over at Big Blue Moving. My name is Jennifer, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring more customers to your business. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Well, the answer is simple. In today's busy world, inundated by internet connectivity, business owners are often too busy running their businesses to focus on how the internet can benefit them and their business. And sometimes the biggest hesitation one has towards hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found that by giving people a free attack plan of things they can actually do to impact their business helps and results in some of those business owners saying, "Hey Jen, please do this for me. Take this off my plate." So, if by the end of this video you can see that I have some tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message and we can chat. Or if you simply want to use this free action plan and do it yourself, that's okay too. So let's get started, and I'll show you 3 things that will set your company above the competition. The first thing I want to discuss is content. Now, most business owners know that they need content, but they don't realize that the #1 search for mover on Google has 1,500 to 2,500 words. So in order to show up at the top of Google, you need at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. Now, you do have a nice site, but when I count the words, you are at 462. When I take a look at your competition over here and I look at their site, they have 1,716 words. They're definitely beatable, but they've just put a little bit more effort into their content. So let's move on. This is a handy tool that we call Ahrefs, and it cost us a couple $100 a month. Essentially, it gives me the behind-the-scenes details of what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan on your competitor here, and when I click on the keywords, it shows me the exact keywords that they are ranking for. House Moving Services, Moving Companies, Florence, Kentucky. We're going to jump over their name. Movers, Florence, Kentucky. Moving Companies in Kentucky. So when people are searching, this is what they are searching for, and your competitors coming up. Now when we jump over to you and I take a look at your keywords, you are also ranking for Movers, Florence, Kentucky, Moving Companies, Kentucky, Moving Company, and Moving Companies in Kentucky, Movers, Kentucky. So you're really close, but you're just not quite optimized for the terms that your ideal customer is searching for. So the first thing you need to do to beat your competition online is have a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage. Well, in your case, 1,700 and change, because that's what your competitor has, and they are beatable 100% if you get this done. So when we Google the word Movers, Northern Kentucky, okay, we come up with all of these ads here. So we've got the ads. Ads are great. They really can work. However, ads have the potential to be a money pit if your foundation, your website, isn't dialed in. So you want to be careful not to burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure that your site will convert. The second thing I want to discuss is citations. Now you're probably asking yourself, what's a citation and why do they matter? And that's actually a great question. This is the Google Map Pack, and I can see that you are showing up #2, not #1. So what do you need to show up #1? Well, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number across the web. So that's also known as a NAP, or simply name, address, and phone number. This is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So you might be asking yourself, okay, Jen, so how do I show up in the maps? Well, again, that's simple. The #1 thing you can do today to push your business up the map pack is add citations. You are ranking in the top 3, but you are not number 1. You need to be listed in more directories. So a citation is your NAP on places like Yellow Pages, BBB, Facebook, Yelp, and a couple hundred other directories. And when you get more than your competitor, you gain more trust than they have from Google, pushing you up the map pack. Now you're probably telling yourself, that sounds great, but how do I do that? It's simple, really. We have tools that will tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. Then we can literally go down their list and match those directories. But we don't stop there because we don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them online. We want 50 to 100 more, so it takes them longer to catch up. Now, the third thing I want to discuss today, the third pillar of Google, is backlinks. This will really help you dominate on Google. Now when we go back to this keyword, Movers Northern Kentucky, and we scroll past the map pack to the organic section, we see that you are number 1. Congratulations. That is awesome. You know what it takes to stay there? Authority. And you know how you get authority? Backlinks. I can promise you your competition is gunning for you. They have the number 1 spot in the map pack, and they're going for the number 1 spot in the organic section. So what you need is to increase your number of backlinks. Now, a backlink is when one website links to another website. Think of it like this. When another relevant site links to your site, it's giving you some of its credibility, kind of like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. The more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. Another example is if you get a local blog or industry site linking back to you, great. But if you're a moving company and you've got a backlink from La Rosa's, not so great, because you don't sell pizza. So when I take a look here at your backlinks, you can see you've got 208, and you've got some strong backlinks here. Okay? Obviously, you're in the number 1 spot organically. Your competition only has 44 backlinks. So you definitely want to stay ahead because this is a game of numbers, and you want to make sure that you are always 2 steps ahead of the competition. So getting you to the top isn't magic, it's just a method, and today I've shown you that method. So once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,750 words rich with keywords. Citations, you want 200 to 300 of these to beat your competition by a landslide. And backlinks, you need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. If you begin to implement these strategies today, you can boost your Google ranking and be found by more customers. It's your choice. If you want to take these strategies and use them yourself, hey, that's totally cool by me. I said that in the beginning. But if you want the simple route, give me a call at 859-237-9389. Once again, my name is Jennifer, and I hope that you have an awesome day.